Don't forget the moves. Oh.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another show of Two Women,
Two Opinions.
with your girl Marty
and Taj.
We back at it again with another one. So we want to thank y'all so much for tuning in last week. Everybody really enjoyed the Black Girl Magic show.
Yes.
It was dope. It was great to experience.
I missed y'all, and y'all look good.
I know, and you have a cup. It wasn't at my house, but she said she's gonna bring you a mug that has our logo on there, so that's pretty cool. I was supposed to drink out of it today, but I'm sorry. It's hot outside. I need 32 ounces of water today. But anyways, today is actually a special episode as well because we have a special guest here with us that has the CBD hemp products. This is the reason why I really wanted her to come and speak with us today, because a lot of people selling it as scam, and it be like literally in your local gas station. And I'm like, this ain't it. Like, I know this ain't it. This is some rub on Vaseline or something. But anyway. But anyways, I definitely want to give a huge introduction to our guest here. And I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm sorry. Y'all know I don't know how to pronounce nothing. Is it Nessa?
No.
Anessa. Okay, sorry, Anessa. Please bring Anessa, which is owner of Nessa Hemp.
Hi,
I'm sorry, Nessa. I just wanted to make sure I pronounced your name correctly. I know we should have went over that, but you know how technical difficulties when we first came on.
You made it.
Right. So if you wanted to tell us about yourself, like the name of your business, you know, when you got started and what we can be looking forward to with the conversation before we start digging into your business.
Yeah, I think definitely in those few minutes that we're going to have here today, I'm going to share probably quite shocking truths for a lot of people that believe they're using great CBD products or in general cannabis or hemp. So yeah, definitely stay tuned because there's going to be some great information coming your way. I'm a holistic health expert myself. I helped my mother and many other people naturally overcome cancer by rejecting chemotherapy and radiation, and that led me to tens of thousands of hours in research and study worldwide, critical diseases and all these illnesses that most of us have it. So with that being said, very passionate in this world to create a better future, better humanity, better us, and to share what God has provided for us. So that's my mission and that's my goal.
That's amazing. So was it something else, or was it your mother's condition that got you involved in wanting to help and wanted to research about the different herbs and hemps and everything?
Yeah, I think it's to be honest with you, I always been a little bit different since I was a little kid. I always wanted to help little dogs or homeless dogs from the street. And, I was born and raised in Soviet Union, which is under Russia, before we became a free country. So it wasn't easy times to live in those kind of times, I guess, under communism. But that being said, we didn't have the ways to help other people because we really tried to help ourselves to live better life. It wasn't easy. So when my mom used to leave, for example, for work, I used to just really bring all homeless dogs, animals, everybody in the house, wash them, clean them, feed them, and just make sure before 3 p.m. kick everybody out from the house and clean the house spotless, make sure my mom can't even figure out somebody was in the house. So I was doing this for quite a long time. But with that being said, I always knew my heart is there to do some bigger things until, I was very sick myself for many years, and I was in to the point where I couldn't function. I used to spend 9 months of the year in emergency room. So with that led me to really question medical industry and why these medications are not helping me. So I started changing my diet, lifestyle, and I was able to heal myself within 1 year. But that wasn't enough for me to go and really research the way I started when my mother was diagnosed with cancer. When she got diagnosed with cancer, that's the moment where I knew that God has bigger plans for me, and I have to do what he wants me to do. So the same day she got diagnosis, she called me at 7 o'clock in the morning from Lithuania. The same day I left United States to know everything about cancer, to research cancer, and to make sure I'm healing my mother and sharing that knowledge afterwards with the world.
That's amazing. The first thing that I seen on your website that actually, even though it's the first thing, but it really stood out to me because, like I said when I opened up, I said we see CBD in literally the gas station. And I know when you see CBD and you look at the ingredients, it shouldn't have a bunch of different names on the back of it, you know? So it said, stop taking dead CBD. What is your meaning of dead CBD? Is it the CBD I'm referring to, the stuff that's on the gas station shelves?
She like, hell yeah.
The stuff that's really not supposed to be taken?
Sadly, I hope I'm not gonna get in trouble here tonight.
No,
but
absolutely not on this show.
truth hurts. Truth hurts. It is what it is, and truth hurts. But with that being said, somebody has to do what's right. And as a holistic health coach and expert that's still successfully working with a lot of disease and helping thousands of people across the globe, I can't afford to use any herbs or products that are not does not have a healing power or actually in fact loaded with toxins. So when I came to the hemp space, trust me, I did not want to start any kind of type of CBD business in my life. But when I wanted to figure out exactly what these hemp companies are about, I don't trust anybody. So I decided to backpack myself and I visited #1 quality marketed brands on the market. And I just knocked door by door. And I said, show me, don't tell me. Let me test your products. Let me test your soil. Let me test your water samples and everything, what you use. I want to see your fertilizers. I want to see what you guys do. I want to know everything from A to Z. And when I visited over 17, the #1 producers in the country, I was devastated because I was like, wait a minute, like, is it? So when I study the plant and when I find out that there is no such thing as CBD in the living plant, I was like, so what the heck we have on the market? If it's not, if you take the plant from the soil and if you're going to study the plant, there is no CBD.
So they just made something up.
Girl, that's what it sounds like.
CBD, just think about it and you don't have to be too smart. Just common sense. CBD is patented as a drug,
right?
And epilepsy. So if it's a drug, that means must be not natural. And if it's not natural, then what it is, right?
Right.
I didn't say CBD products don't work. I never said that because Ambien works too. Drugs work perfectly fine too.
That's just compared it to Ambien.
That's true. That is really true. Me personally, like I said, I've honestly never tried CBD product, but a family member of mine did. We actually went to a local store here. It was a herbal store, and they actually was explaining it as if it wasn't CBD, but they had to label it as it to actually sell it in. Like when we first moved here.
Like hashisha.
Yeah, so it was like a cream and she rubbed it on her knee and like you said, you didn't say it didn't work, but it wasn't naturally the natural product. But I don't know if that store was honestly doing just and just trying to put CBD on it because it was a popular name and actually was selling the real stuff, or they was just selling CBD. I don't know, but it worked. It did work. It did work. Because she said like the pain went away. Me personally, I've never honestly tried any of the products before, but I would love to because my back be hurting sometimes.
I tried one of those CBD like e-sticks once. It didn't do nothing. Like I didn't feel any different. It was supposed to make you joyful. It didn't make me any joyful.
It gave me a headache. It's like hookah.
Person.
It give me a headache. Yeah, no.
That's what I thought it was. I was like, this just must be like vape, like just regular ass vape.
Yeah, no.
No, not supposed to give you a headache at all, actually, because what happened, this product is already part of your body and it's supposed to really fulfill you, empower you, and make you feel amazing. And if you, God forbid, you feel the headache, you took something wrong. You have to
see.
What you just had, as I mentioned, CBDs are just a basically pharmaceutical version of the plant, and the CBDA is the God's given formula, God's given specific molecular, which is it's in the plant. And the way you get CBD out is when you kill the plant or destroy the plant with the chemicals and heat, and that's how you turn CBDA into CBD by destroying the plant's natural molecular structure.
So how often do you use your product? Even if it's not a painful thing, is it something that you can use daily just to keep, the crap away? Or is it just something that you will use as a pain reliever or as a relief of something?
It's truly
Because
the
you said it's
best
in our body,
review.
so we should be able to use it daily, right?
Exactly. I use it daily,
Marty be
can
trying
live
to smoke
without the
all day
schedule
every
that I
day.
have 7 days a week,
No.
18 hours a day. It's no way in the world I can function without my products and stay healthy and stay happy and positive because it does help with every imbalance, hair growth, skin,
I was just about to
vision,
ask about the
a kidney,
benefits.
liver, gut issues. Even if you don't have any issues, it restores yourself, or your cells, empowers your immunity, kills the parasites, funguses, mold, all that stuff. So it's just amazing
Yeah, I'm
thing.
gonna
Even
use
the
my
doggy.
25% off I signed up for when I when I went on the website.
We all gonna try a little something.
Yeah. Cause that's right up my alley. I like to do natural stuff, and I'm not gonna lie. I used to have really bad stomach problems before I stopped eating beef and pork. So now I don't wake up with, but I do have acid reflux and stuff like that.
Oh
So it sounds
no.
like something that can help me, and it's natural. I don't take medicine. Like I would even TMI if I'm on like my menstrual and I'm cramping. I don't take pain
I
relief.
don't
I'll
either.
sit there with a heating pad on because I don't like to keep taking medicine like that. I just
Honestly, if
don't
you take
like
it
it.
so much, it stops working anyway. You
Yeah.
build up an immune to it. So
So I'm intrigued because you said cancer relief, you said other diseases, you said parasites. I know for a fact we all walking around with some type of parasites inside of us, and why not try to get that relief, right? So where can they find? I know we put the website up there, but where can they find you to get more information? I mean, we can go to your website, but where else can they find more information about your product?
Yeah, just a little disclaimer here. I would like to say that the product does not treat or cure any disease, but definitely empowers your immunity and definitely puts your body in homeostasis. The best way to find us, it's actually Nessus Hemp, which is NESAS Hemp, HEMP.com. We do ship within a couple business days, and we actually supply all over the country.
All right, and that is the same name on Instagram, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Great. So, and if you go on nessashemp.com, guys, when you first get there, it is a percentage off discount. So, even if you just want to try something, you really don't have any problems, and you just kind of want to reach out to get more natural with yourself, you can go ahead on there and try that percentage off just to get you something, just to see what products do you offer. Is it creams? Is it oils? Is it lip balms? Is it, what do we have to look for if we want to go on the website right now to look for something?
You don't need any of those you just mentioned because it's really one product that does it all. Like I have people reporting me, it helps with the wrinkles. They use the same problem for the same product for the internal use and external use. So it really does it all. Even the dog today had eye infection, and I just put a little dot around her eye and I put in her mouth. Within 2 hours, she was perfectly fine.
all
So
right.
with that
Wow.
being said, it's really topical and in oral. And if you, for example, your skin is your largest organ. So if you can put the things you put in your skin, if you can put in your mouth, that means you're not supposed to be putting on your skin. So I
Ooh.
always tell people, if you can put in your mouth, that means you can put in your skin. So this product, I know it's not, we can relabel and make it more money by saying this is another skin product or whatever. No,
Golly.
use it for all the uses. It's a really
What?
beautiful product. It really works for absolutely everyone and really benefits people. So skin,
So it doesn't
hair,
have an age limit,
and
right? I can rub, if a baby have a little bruise, I can put a little on the baby too because it's natural. So I don't have to, it's not an age limit on it, correct?
so we can't really suggest or recommend this for the
Okay.
children. It's really the mother's choice.
Mm-hmm.
But keep in mind, this product does not contain any single thing that's not part of your body. Endocannabinoid system and these receptors, you're born with them. But it's a mother's decision to make that decision. We can't tell you what to do because it's your child.
I love that. Only reason why I asked that because my little cousins, they've been having like a nonstop cough. And the allergy medicine and none of that stuff is really working. So I'm like, natural products probably just, like restore what needs to be restored to actually stop the mucus and the coughing and stuff throughout the night. So that's why I asked. But that's a good thing. So a mother would probably try to use the product anyways to see how it affects them. And then if it does good on them and it's not like a too strong of effect with anything, they'll try it on their kid. So I like that. That's why I asked.
I actually just received a woman's testimonial on Monday. She sent me a picture with 3 positive pregnancy tests after trying to get pregnant for many years, multiple miscarriages. And she said, when baby's gonna born, you're gonna be a godmother. So that was Monday, a happy day. And she was very thankful for the work I done for her. And again, we not treat or cure any disease, but we see very happy results daily. And it's a beautiful gift God gave us. It's nature and nature's medicine.
Absolutely.
All right. I love that. So where are you originally from? We heard all about hemp. I want to know a little bit about you, to know who are we talking to, where are you from, some hobbies if you have any, and children if you have any as well. If it's not too much information, we just kind of want to know who we're talking to right now.
No, I absolutely know. It's all great. I am from Lithuania originally. And my biggest hobby, and I was just telling yesterday someone, it's like an addiction, help people, that nothing else really mattered to me except helping people. And I do actually have children all over the world, 83 children in Pakistan that really their lives depend on me daily and monthly and weekly.
She said 83.
I'm actually helping a lot of communities here in Chicago, and working for the Southside Chicago African American communities to help children to really have a different mindset. It just in case that the parents can provide that mindset in a family. So we want to help them to understand the world can be a little bit different. So again, it just my biggest hobby is to really make people's lives happy.
We need more people like her in the world.
Really, we do. We need a lot more people like you that actually want to make a difference and actually want to take the time and do the research to get the right products out there for the world. That's dope. I feel like it's super dope. It's super dope to me. So thank you so much. And last but not least, we would love for you to just shout out your business one more time. Let everybody know where they can find you at. Let them know where to, what you have to offer. Just a little wrap up to say, hey, I've heard everything I need to hear. You're going to be receiving an order from Marty. It's going to say Marty on it. So we might even put 2.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I think the most is important. Again, I'm not here just to promote my products. I did a major investigation and I spent tens of thousands of dollars testing other companies and doing the independent lab results. With that being said, devastating things I saw, I was called out to create this brand by consulting with world's top leaders. So do your research before you put anything in your body, because this body is the temple given to you only once in your lifetime. Our products are very effective. And if for some reason, if you purchase and you feel that it's not working for you, or somehow you feel it's not benefiting you, it's only one reason, because you're taking the wrong dose. Because product does actually have 100% success rate, and people reporting always positive results. You can find us on Nesas Hemp, which is NESAS hemp.com. And we do ship within a couple of business days, as I mentioned.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for coming here today. We love, like we told you when we introduced ourselves earlier today, our show is like a very open mind. It's so many comments here, like, is natural products and what's the website? And that's a great question. So no, we have an audience that's really in tune to what you're saying. They're listening and they're very much paying attention. So might get a lot of people, even if they're not, like you said, placing orders, they'll still reach out for information, which is a good thing, because it seems like you are a very good teacher when it comes to stuff like this.
Yes, ma'am. I'm happy to help. My heart is here for people, so absolutely.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Nessa. And me and Taj really enjoyed your time today. And we're going to go ahead and get into the rest of the show and let these people see
Thank you, Miss
other crazy
Nessa.
stuff we got to talk about. So you brought us in calm today. Thank you.
Before
That's
the
what's
bloodbath.
important.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Have a great day, lady. My lady. I always say lady, my lady. Oh, guys. So yeah. Anyways, I was gonna try to have Taj just start today because my stuff was all messed up.
We both are on the same topic today. I feel
Well,
first
one
topic
of them-
is
you talking about the mass shooting?
you already know where I was going
going
with
trying to come in with something else.
I can start with it, and then you could catch me on the rebound.
All right.
All right. So I'm sure everybody's aware of the Texas elementary school mass shooting. I had a clip, and I feel like the best person, and believe me, y'all probably watched 1,001 of these clips over the last few days. I think the best person to explain this is Neve from Catfish. So if you could drop that clip for us,
wow.
at least how I'm feeling. Yeah.
All right.
Like how about we treat every young man who wants to buy a gun like every woman who wants to get an abortion? A mandatory 48-hour waiting period, parental permission, a note from his doctor proving he understands what he's about to do, a video he has to watch about the effects of gun violence, and an ultrasound wand up the ass just because. Let's close down all but one gun shop in every state and make him travel hundreds of miles, take time off of work, and stay overnight in a strange town to get a gun. Let's make him walk through a gauntlet of people holding photos of loved ones who were shot to death and people who call him a murderer and beg him not to buy a gun. I mean, it makes more sense to do this with young men and guns than with women and healthcare, right? I mean, no woman getting an abortion has ever killed a room full of people in seconds, right?
So here are my honest thoughts. I don't want to spend too much time talking about what the killer's thought was, why he was there, why he did the things he did. I understand that it came from a mental health issue, but I don't want to dwell on that, right? I want to talk about the victims. I want to talk about their families, the families that they didn't get to go home to, the families that might have been the only thing keeping that family going. You see what I'm saying? I think we need to start having better conversations. I feel like that's not the first time I put gun control on one of our flyers, which is fucking me up in a weird way because this is like the 15th time that I feel like we've expressed how we felt as far as what's going on as gun control, right? We need stricter laws. We need better regulations. As of September 1st, 2021, Texas went down to just a clean record and a photo ID can get you a gun. Right? You don't need to have a license to carry anymore. You don't need to take a class. You don't need to understand that each one of those bullets signifies a life in a sense, right? Because guns were created for killing. They weren't created just for defense, right? And anybody in a defensive mode, it's killed or be killed.
I agree.
So I'm in a place where I feel we need extremely excessive gun restrictions. I'm not trying to take your guns away from you. I think Keon Poley said it himself. It's not about the conversation is about taking guns away. It's about regulating who has access to these guns.
I agree.
An 18-year-old child who has mental health issues
He bought the shit on his birthday.
Should never be able to have access to a gun.
His dad's not a hunter.
There needs to be mental health checks. There needs to be background checks. There needs to be thorough background checks. In China, it takes almost 2 years for a person to be able to handle and own and possess a firearm. Here in America, same day.
Whatever you want.
Same day.
Big rifles and shit.
Big
automatics,
rifles, automatic.
AKs, 47s.
And those are the big rifles are the only ones that you have to register with an NFA. Everything else is kind of a free-for-all.
It's free-for-all.
I have a 3-year-old. She will be 4 in August, and she starts school this September. Do you understand the level of fear that I fear? Quan has a daughter. You have nieces. And now I have to be concerned about sending my baby to school. Experience I had, you had, Quan had, I'm sure everybody and their mama had. I now have to worry about my baby going off to school and not making it home.
I agree.
It's about the mental, right? We know that America has a mental health crisis. When are we going to start doing something about it? Let's stop talking about it. Let's start regulating things like guns to keep guns out of people that have mental health issues, right? I'm sure there's plenty of men out there that has had a woman fire a gun off at them, right? My grandmother was a gun-toting woman, okay? She used to set it off in the garage anytime that there was an issue. So that's what I'm saying, like, if you have anger issues, you have mental health issues, you don't need to own and possess a gun.
Basically.
They're only meant for one thing.
Okay, so I was all for that. So gun control was on my list. But I think for this particular shooting, we have to take time to analyze this particular situation, okay? Because we just had a shooting before this happened 10 days ago, right? Okay, so what behooves me is that they had the border patrol there and all the police officers just outside standing the fuck around, okay? It took them 60 minutes to get into the school while the 18-year-olds was just actively shooting them people up, okay? Not only did they do that, it was certain parents that actually went through the back door, went under the crowd and all that to go in and get their kids and was able to get out of the school before the cops even got into the school to get the shooter. Why are you taking so long to go in there and get him?
I had the same question, and nobody can seem to answer that shit.
And there's so many of you. Why is you getting people from the border to come out here and stand outside? Like, y'all telling me that the hospital was more prepared for a mass shooting than the police department?
Yes, ma'am.
We got a fucking problem, okay? And it was 19 kids. At first, when they first released the press with these cops and stuff, it was 15, 14, woo, woo.
Nobody had an accurate
And it's
number.
still 3 kids and a teacher in critical condition right now. So the numbers can still go up. 19 kids, 2 teachers, and a shooter dead. You telling me it took y'all over an hour to get into the school
Yes,
to
ma'am.
get this? You might as well go in there guns blazing. It's going to be one less kid dead. You can go ahead and just...
Run them
Even
out.
if, I mean, and let me tell you this. I know I'm going to sound harsh because y'all know I play the devil's advocate, okay? I would much rather my kid get shot and gunfire between police officer and him than y'all just sitting him gunning my kids down in the classroom. I'm
One
sorry.
by one.
I would much rather them be a stray bullet from a police gun going in there trying to shoot this man versus y'all waiting till the last fucking minute to go in there and get my fucking kids and then y'all up there blocking me outside? So you telling me that the medical hospital, the doctor on the press conference was more prepared for a fucking mass shooting than the fucking police department and the border patrol? Y'all so busy worried about immigrants getting out the country, y'all can't even control what the fuck is already
Y'all worried
here.
about regulating women's body rights.
Man.
Y'all, Texas in itself are worried about the wrong fucking things. Y'all went to having some way of a restriction on gun control to none at all. All you need is no convictions anywhere, no felonies, and a driver's license or a state ID.
Man, get your
to get
shit
a
together.
fucking gun now. I don't understand what conversation
you
we're
give- I don't
truly
give a-
having in Texas anymore.
Listen, I would even take it better if this was a 30-year-old man, okay? If an 18-year-old man walk into my gun shop trying to buy a big-ass gun, my first question is, what you about to go do with that? Are you a hunter? What kind of questions do these gun
They
owners
don't ask
ask?
anything.
You
They
ain't
don't
asking
ask
no
anything.
question. You just want to
They
make a
don't
quick
ask-
buck?
Yes.
And that's why it'll
All
be
of
one of
this
your
is
kids
agreed.
in that fucking
All
school
of this
because
is
you wanted to
agreed.
make a quick buck, okay?
All of this is greed.
Like, man, get
The
the fuck.
NRA is so entwined in our government, it's not even fucking funny. They have their hands
Y'all
in
is
the most
foul.
deepest political pocket.
This country is
because that's the
foul,
only way that
bruh.
you can pass certain laws. That's what I'm saying. They distract us with shit like abortion, right? Because let's be honest,
Put a
we don't need to
limitation
be
on having
talking
fucking
about this
kids.
shit no more.
Like they did in China. Put a limitation on
Who
having
is
kids.
it? Keita said we can't even protect these kids. We can barely keep them sheltered. So how are we not talking about having
And
restrictions
then on top of that,
guns?
on top of that, the police officer that kids went to the school, they was going to go get their kids out of the school while the parents was outside suffering, wondering where they fucking kids was at. That's foul, man. I'm going to go grab every kid I see if I'm a cop, whatever. I'm grabbing
That's
them
what
all.
you're trained to do.
They going in there and searching classroom for
You're
their own fucking kids.
Every
man.
day that you walk in the line of duty, you know that you may not make it home.
foul,
That's literally
dog.
what you signed up for as a police officer. You know that there are days that you may not make it the fuck home.
Exactly.
So, like you said, as a police officer, it should have been my duty to climb through a fucking window to make sure that these kids made it out safe, even if that meant my life, because that's what the fuck I signed up for.
That's what I signed up for. And you know what? This is my thing. I can't stand beside you. We both cops. I can't stand beside you while I'm hearing I'm going in there. Cause I know I got at least I got a bulletproof vest on and I got a gun. That's 2 things I got advantage over these kids.
It
One,
took them an
they don't
hour.
even know
I
how
was
to
like, what
protect
were they
themselves.
waiting on, an
2,
order?
they don't have protection, and 3, they don't have a fucking gun. But moving right along, like you said, we ain't gonna take too long. I just had to express that because it was bullshit. How long
The
it
whole
took them
situation in
to shut
itself
that
is
shit
bullshit.
down.
And I always, every time that we talk about something like this, thoughts and prayers go out to the families. I could not even imagine myself being in them shoes because every time I do, my heart just like sinks. I can't. I won't. All I can do is hope and pray that we at some point get better politicians in these seats, right?
I agree.
And I hope and pray that we get better laws and regulations on guns. I'm not saying take these guns away. I get that some of y'all want to keep y'all
you got to
amendment,
be protected.
your
But
rights, whatever.
make
I
it
don't
make sense.
personally believe in them, but do what you
you
got to
step
do.
up to my door, I'm gonna blast your ass.
But
I'm
I
gonna
hate
keep it
when
real.
people go from one extreme, like some, oh, they want to take our guns. No, they don't want to take. And some people do
that's
want
not
to take
even
the
a real
guns. Some people do
conversation.
want to take the
Yeah,
guns
there are
for
some
control.
people, yeah.
There's a lot of government that does want, but at the same time, don't use that as a reason to not say we need regulations, because there's no
Exactly.
reason a
They're
kid
trying
should be
to
able to
take our
just
guns.
turn 18 and get a gun that easy. And the people that say, oh, well, if they want to get a gun, they're going to get it. No, some people don't know how to go get a gun on the street. That kid probably didn't know where to go
But he
in
knew
the
he could walk
hood
into
to
any
go
gun
get a
shop.
gun. You know what I'm saying?
He know he
But
could walk
you
into
can
any
walk
gun
into
shop
a
and show his
Walmart
ID. A
and
fucking
go
Walmart.
get it.
When I lived in Denver, that
that's
was my biggest
problem
issue.
with it. Yeah, that's my
Big
problem
Ed,
with
they
it.
got glass
Oh,
at
they love
Walmart.
it. They love it. They love it.
I don't get why that's so fucking American. Like,
So
why
there
is
needs
that
to be
such an American
regulations.
thing?
And no, don't take our guns away, because I don't agree with that either.
I don't either.
But there needs to be regulations, and the
And mental
background check
health
needs to be
checks
more
need
than
to be
just,
real.
oh, well, he's 18, so well he has no criminal record. He might, because at 13 he might have done some
That's
in
what I'm
school.
saying. As
But
long as it
even
wasn't
if
a
not, there
conviction or a
needs to be a
felony, he's
mental
fine.
health check.
Yes.
There needs to
I
be
agree.
a mental health evaluation
There's
on
too
this.
many people that fly off the handle, and that's the first thing that they grab. That's why
It's
so
a
many
gun.
boyfriends and girlfriends get shot. Why? How many wives come up missing? How many husbands come up missing?
Facts.
Because people go into these, they fly into these instant rages, and the first thing they think about is that gun. You know, it's too easily accessible.
That's what I did.
And there just needs to be more beyond just people getting guns, like more mental health checks on
Absolutely.
everybody. Like, what are we doing as a society
saying.
to not be TikTok and Instagram to where these kids are on here being desensitized to this stuff,
Facts.
'Cause
to
people
where
will
they can
wave
go in there and do
guns
that. You know what I'm saying?
on TikTok. I mean, don't get me wrong. TikTok is good about censoring a lot of that stuff, but at the same time, like, you see those people that be playing with guns on TikTok. We see it on Instagram. We see it pretty much anywhere. It's like guns are
agree.
still a cool thing. It's not.
It's not.
They are
That shit
literally meant
dangerous.
to kill.
Meant to kill. Like,
They
for
they
real.
weren't designed for anything else. Yes, you can harm somebody, you can scare somebody with one, but the end result most of the time is death. I don't understand it. I
No.
think we need better
I was
regulations.
looking at my last song, y'all.
Mm-mm.
Anyways, we're going to do the halftime break and then we're going to get y'all out. So if you like your business to be shouted out, just message us on either one of our pages, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and like the Vegas Hype Media page. After you do all that, message us on Two Women to Opinion on IG, and we'll go from there. First, we have VegasHypeMedia.com. You go on there and find all of their social media platforms right at the top of the screen. Next, we have Famous Gems. That's me. That's famousgemz with a Z.net. And you can find us on Instagram at famousgems with a Z too. So if you go on there, you can find all your summer needs and adventures. Press ons too. Just FYI.
Hey.
Next, we have Transcend Jury. You can find them at transcendjury.com or Transcend Jury on IG. You better go get your bracelets, y'all. Get y'all some spiritual guidance around here. Next, we have Taj. What you got for us?
Yeah, Wild Bartending for all of your bartending needs. You can DM me at Taj Wilder or email me at tajwilder91 at iCloud.com. I got it right this week.
Man, that iCloud, whatever. Shout out to Miss LaDonna for placing the order from Famous Gems. Her and her daughter got some press sounds per. Next, we have Creative Hands and Minds. You can find them at Missy Harris on IG or Facebook. Next, we have K Connect. That's K and Connect is spelled with a K.com. They can help you with all your business needs and adventures. Next, we have Big Head Unique Designs LLC. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Also at bigheaduniquedesigns.com. We got somebody that's trying to book you for a party, so I'm gonna have them hit you up later on. And last but not least, we have Hazazi Men. It's an all-natural grooming, male grooming company. Well, I hope you're not grooming it. Never mind. Male
hope you are.
Hazi-men.
I hope you are.
.com or on IG at Hazazi Man. Thank you so much. So
They better be grooming it all down
this
there.
week I did not have a Netflix segment, y'all. So I'm sorry. I'm so waiting for that show to come out. It don't come out to June 10th.
What?
That
You
fucked me
can't
up.
put
That
it in
movie.
your... Never.
Huh? What I did?
But that's
Oh
bullshit,
my
Quan.
gosh. Here we go.
That's bullshit.
All right, so for the gag of the week, kids are nosy and funny as fuck. Let's watch this video.
Nosy as fuck.
That's the TikTok?
Yeah.
You guys get like 20 videos. All right, here we go.
We
Okay.
did. Wow. That's my kid. Why you talking? Yes. They probably going on a nice dinner while
She
you
said,
talking.
"Oh, you cheating on your husband." She said, "This my son." Her brother said, "You need to stop being nosy. They probably going out on a nice dinner while you talking."
I love it. I love it.
Kids are bad as hell. Okay,
Kids is bad as hell.
and she
Little
caught
black
that-
kids especially.
She caught that on her ring cam leaving out. She posted on TikTok. Funny as
Ooh,
shit.
you cheating
Funny-
on your husband. I heard that. Snitch on him. You see some shit, snitch on him.
I'm fucking weak. Anyways, thank you guys so much
Hey,
for
I need
tuning
me
in.
some neighborhood kids for real though.
They're gonna tell them. Oh no, Sean said, imagine if you had somebody else at the house or something. They be like, "Oh, you cheating on Miss Sean? Are you cheating on Miss Marty?"
Marty would get caught up. Marty would be stuck. They would have pictures and everything because you know these kids got phones. Yes.
First of all,
Oh, Miss Sean, Marty had
I'm a
somebody
cheater,
in the
so
house.
y'all need to mind y'all business,
Nah,
kids.
Marty a cheater.
All right, so thank you for watching another episode of Two Women, Two Opinion. We out.